Do we?
That's it, we're on.
Hi everyone, welcome back. You're joining us here at the final of the 2018 Regionals, the Beanies Regional Final. I've had a lot of Red Bull. I apologise for the banter, but it's not going to stop. So anyway, we're going into a 2-hour final. We've got the Dark Destroyer, Paul Smith, running Kylo, Wampa, Sontier, Naked Wampa. Sontier, Push the Limit, Auto Thrusters, Stealth Device, Title, and Kylo Ren, Push the Limit, Advanced Sensors, Auto Thrusters, Advanced Optics, First Order Vanguard. Anything else I've forgotten off that? I don't think I have. No. He's running at 96 points. And Lee Taylor running Nim, Lorik, and Ezra in the stress bug. And so he has harpoon missiles, bomblet generator, extra munitions, genius, veteran instincts, traj sim, guidance chips, auto blaster turret, and the havoc title on Nim. And then he has Lorik with Draw Their Fire, Sabine and Ray, and Ezra in the Stress Bug with R3A2 Tactician Snapshot. In the words of Lee Taylor, Snapshot, the best card in his list. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be an exciting final. It's going to be an incredibly hard final for the Dark Destroyer, facing those bombs and that trajectory simulator. Yeah, we've got a 2-hour match coming up. Peepos looks pretty burnt out after that last match, which was just stupidly exciting. I literally nearly did a little vom in my mouth because it was that tense. But who have we got? Where do we get? How do we get the comments up? What do we press?
That's it. There we go. There.
Ah, here we go. Final soon, guys. Oh, that's us saying that to you. Sorry, I'm not good with technology. I do paintbrushes and cooking videos on my Patreon.
You've got a Patreon?
I have. It's Arrestimate's Painting. I also would recommend you'll sign up to the Holocron Patreon. Gives very interesting videos about X-Wing, and they haven't got a pay. They're soon going to be introducing a Patreon, sponsored by Rastamaze Patreon. I love that word. It's such an interesting Patreon. I think it must come from the Latin or the Greek, meaning one who is with the money.
Patreon?
Or one who has many short videos regarding many subjects. Many wild and varied subjects. This is honestly, ladies and gentlemen, a really hard matchup for Paul flying the Imperial Aces. This is a variant of OP Cubed he's facing, and OP Cube's not an easy list to tackle with this Aces list. But when you add Nim into the mix with an auto blaster turret and bomblet, and probably the auto blaster turret's the big deal here. The splash damage off Sabine's also bonkers. When you think about where he can leave those bombs, he can spit them out and he can just leave them wherever he may feel.
And pin them.
And it's PS10. So
Sabine was vital for him in that last game as well. I watched it. He was playing Tom Reedley, and it was just Sabine won him that game.
However, see you later, brother. Good luck. Both these players are from the little-known team, the Weekend Warlords. Not really heard very much about these guys before.
Didn't you?
I do believe so. Yeah, they've only been around for a year or two. I'm not sure. I think one of them once won a Friday night game kit, but it was only like a 6-man event.
Okay.
So these guys are new to the scene. They're hot to trot, and they seem to have somehow both made it to the final.
108-man.
187,000-man regional. That's what he said, wasn't it, Ed?
Yeah, it's been over. It's been over 5 months.
It's 5-month regional. And this final is going to be played out over 2 weeks.
Start when you're ready, guys.
Time is going now. Go and kill each other quickly because I still have to drive home. So really, this is just win-win for the Weekend Warlords.
Yeah,
Weekend Warlords. I think they're from the town of Luga Baruga, which is somewhere near Leicester.
No.
Well, is there really?
Yeah, someone's there in a
You
t-shirt.
play X-Wing?
You do realise we have a copyright on our title, on our name, don't you? It's genuinely copyrighted.
Newcastle.
It's Warlords. We own the word Warlords. We own the word war and lords. All the letters WARLORDS. I had to look at
So nearly
Steve's
spelled
top
that
there.
wrong.
I had to read it. I couldn't have just done that off the top of my head. And if I try to spell weekend, it would have been WEAKEND, like when you try and spell meat. I'll meet you later. What, for some beef?
No, like you're saying, Lee was saying he reckons Sabine's got about 5 of them.
Yeah,
Saying
Sabine
it's
is.
like the best 2 points.
Snapshot's been amazing. Sabine's going to be amazing. Auto Blaster Turret's going to be amazing. He's got 3 things that list really does not like. And look, both these boys are not going to mind me talking like this, and they're probably going to be able to hear me. I'm not going to talk about what I think they should be doing until after they've done it. And then I'm going to mock them if I think that they've done it wrong. Obviously, because that's just how I roll. Cool.
It's amazing how far away Paul is from the table, and you can still see how big his feet are.
No, he's not far. It's just the
Shoes.
camera's close. He honestly,
Look at them. That's the size of an entire chair.
you know, TIE fighters have twin ion engines. He has twin ion feet. They are just massive. The thing is, he has a very big head, and he has to weight his feet so he doesn't just topple over. He was actually the father of all the Weebles.
He wobbles.
The Weebles do wobble and they don't fall down. That's right.
Yeah, she's your own daughter, mate. I don't know what to laugh on.
Simeon, would you make yourself useful, young boy, and would you clear up those pizza boxes into the bin and that? There's a bag full of rubbish. Please do that for your father. Thank you so much, son. You're the greatest.
I was the greatest.
You're my greatest, like just a human. You're more than son. You're like my soul. He is. I'm heartbroken he's not going to Worlds. Nearly as heartbroken as I am Kev's not going to Worlds. Nearly as heartbroken as I am that you're not going to Worlds. But I've got to be honest, Kev's first.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever played a proper tournament without him with me. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to find America without my co-pilot. Probably going to end up on a plane to like Guadalupe.
Well, it's going to take you ages. You want me to jump to Harvest?
Can't you just
How am I
his
going to
name?
even punch in the coordinations for the jump to light speed on my own?
Can't we just change Kev's name
To
legally to Simeon?
can't we change Kev's name to anything? I don't know, like Alex Burt.
Oh yeah, Alex. Yeah,
You could like medicine Burt,
Oh yeah.
get him drunk and just make him miss the
He
flight.
owes me after he nearly broke my arm.
How?
Oh,
What did he have? Like a truck?
No, he went to give me a big manly hug, and the plastic chair I sat on could not take my weight and his weight,
His weight is vast.
and it snapped the leg out from underneath it, and I landed on a stone step. I nearly broke my shoulder.
You wouldn't think a wispy beard like Alex's would add that much weight to a man.
It may have been the multiple quadruple whiskies he'd had.
Not the cat weasel beard. No.
It's a long time.
It is a long time. It's not as long as my drive home though.
It's not that long. I might go to, since I'm not getting a ticket to Worlds, I might go to Italy instead. See the homeland.
I was going to go next week to the Nationals, but it's Nationals is next week in Italy.
What?
Yep.
What?
Because they didn't have one last year.
Ah, fuck it, I might go to that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's alright, it's past 2 o'clock. Right. Past watershed.
Yeah, but
I've never sworn on stream. And
right.
I've not introduced who I am. So
Anyway,
that's fine.
I was going to go to Italian Nationals. I'm Italian by birth. My parents are both Italian. However, the prices suddenly skyrocketed. I
Are
don't
we
know
going on
why.
now? Simeon, don't swear on stream.
Oh, he's such a bad influence, that boy.
It's just tidied up for you.
He's just looking at you like,
Love you, son. Love you.
what's going on with his hair?
It looks like
He's what?
It looks like a member of a
It's
90s
her.
boy band.
His hair on his head.
It's her.
His hair on her head.
Fiddlesticks are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah, everyone's taking the piss off.
Do you think we could grab an interview with, I do believe it's the creator of the control bots, the Della control
The
bots,
Della control bot.
the Della ninja bots, I do believe he
I
calls
thought
them.
you were going to talk about Peter.
Peter John.
Yeah, Peter Rabbit.
Oh, I was talking about the control, or the control. Stop. You're putting words in my mouth, and I've had a lot of B12. That too. It's B12, isn't it? It's B12.
Have you had some carrots?
Oh, I've had so many of these.
There is B12 and B6.
I'm going to have such a bad headache tomorrow.
How many Red Bulls
Are you
do
gonna have that really weird? Are you gonna have that
You
really
had a big one
weird?
as well.
I have 3 big ones.
3 big
Oh
ones.
my
I think
4 little
6 of these.
6 little ones.
So next year
We
we all
like
go to
proper
Poland.
coffee.
I like proper coffee, but
Next year we do.
no, I
Poland.
prefer a Red Bull. Because a Red Bull, you can kind of stretch it out a bit.
Caffeine and sugar crash in the car.
I'm gonna do the.
I'll stop and get
rations
Red
as
Bull.
well, and a regional. It's so cheap.
And some paracetamol for
Well,
my
me
head.
and, me and Rory actually thought about it. We could move there for a year. We have enough money between us to move there for a year.
Don't come back. Just move there.
Where?
Stay there.
To Poland. It was that cheap. It was
Just move
fantastic.
there.
Just come to Manchester back and come see your papa, and we cook you stuff at weekends. Come up with him for game nights. We'll come play games with you lot. You'll be near to all your mates. Happy days. No, but I'm saying I'm really excited about it. Summer's coming. You guys are definitely coming over for eaties, barbecues, drinkies, play gamies, sleepy in the man cavies. Totally.
What? Aren't we getting his room?
Totally. He's out in May, April. Once we come back from Worlds.
Oh, yeah, he's not open.
While we're out, I'm getting Lucy to change the locks. Yeah, Phil next weekend. I'm not sure though if Phil GC's going to fit in his bed. He's really long. Simeon's one of the smallest men in the world. Not
Men?
the smallest.
Men.
He's 18 soon.
Wow. When's his birthday?
It's April the 25th.
April.
I am, and do you know what? I might not be able to remember it verbally, but on his passport form, I did fill it out correctly.
April. Every year.
Every year. Every year he is born in April.
Eh? In April. Leap years in
Oh,
April.
we've got some action.
He's shooting.
There's some shooting. Those dice are so shiny. No idea. We just have some.
He was shooting near me. I think he was checking for handbag.
Right,
Oh,
but
it's real
I just have
range on
no idea what's on those dice.
2 with some form of paint on.
That looks like 2 shields. 2
Two
shields.
shields on them.
2 shields. Only because I heard it.
Yeah, I heard Lee say 2
It's such a dulcet tone. Old Lee. Oh, that bomb is a nightmare because he'll just hold it.
He's going to leave it there. He might even drop a second one.
This is the problem with Nim. It just breaks a lot of the game mechanics.
No, I think that was Ezra shooting because he's stressed him.
Oh, I didn't think he had range. Sorry, I think it was a little bit.
Yeah, that's why he didn't Vanguard before.
That's not good.
James deceptive.
That's not.
Stop.
That's
Turns off the
Or advanced sensors, which is huge.
and there's a bomb nicely waiting for him.
Which is really big.
It's not that big.
Do you know what? Look, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 young men are brothers in arms. We at the Weekend Warlords, we're family. We're all from different homes and different backgrounds. We all love each other like family, and we treat each other like family. So I know that both of these guys will be happy to see the other one win. So there will be no losers in this game. There will be no salt dealt.
Except for possibly Lee, because he's got to drive home.
Has Lee got to drive home?
Yeah.
But he hasn't got to drive Paul, which is good, because Paul came in a separate car with me.
Yeah, but Paul was asleep. So
Paul will be asleep. Well, no, Paul will be Simeon will be the meat in a Paul and Manaroo sandwich.
That's
Kevin will
that's
be
the sandwich I'd
asleep.
like to be in. There.
All three of them in the back will be asleep. And I, the oldest man in the car, apart from Kevin, who's older than time, will be awake.
You should be having
He is actually.
be having intravenous.
He
Red Bull.
predates the Earth. You know, with the Big Bang, and then there was Kev.
On
Look,
the first day,
you can see.
Kev.
Yeah, he even looks like a
Nearest
planet.
Adam, even Kev.
No, it'll just be Rasta with a drip, just full of Red Bull, straight into his arm, just driving along. Or just
When you said home, it sounded like Kerr Homes.
Kerr Homes.
Yeah, you were like,
Kerr
we're
Homes.
all from the same. We're all from different homes. As in, like,
yeah, this is care homes.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that with Ezra.
maybe let's say Homeland. That's Kerr.
You've got to remember, he's got a rear arc, and he wants to push him onto that bomb. He's got no advanced sensors.
Do you know who doesn't know it has a rear arc? Tom Duncan. Tom Duncan. Forgot that I had a rear arc. Played like 3 rounds at Cardiff and didn't know it had a rear arc.
Well, when you opened the box, you were surprised that had a rear arc.
Badges.
Yeah, you were surprised that had a rear arc when you opened it.
Vanguard.
Suddenly,
Vanguard.
that's that one.
I wonder if he's. I think he's out of range of that bomb there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
See,
hold
it's
it in case anyone's
unfortunately
in there.
it's a bit of a difficult thing to have a look at.
I'm not sure Ezra is in range of that.
Yeah, if anyone is, then that's Kyle Oates can be held.
So he's going to try and get.
Yeah, bank boost away. I think it's very hard to tell at these when you're watching it from an angle like this.
When I at Krakow, we couldn't tell anything because of where the like up on the big screen was a different video to what we were seeing.
Right.
So it's really difficult. So people could be like,
Ooh. Is he going to range 1? He's trying to go to range 1. No, snapshot only works after a maneuver. It doesn't work after actions.
That's quite a way to get in there.
It's dropped arc, and he'll pick up his focus from pushing the limit.
It's quite good this ball, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's quite good this ball, isn't it?
He's okay. He's
played this game before.
been to the Rasta training camp and taught me quite a few things.
He picked it up moved it by accident, so just replaced it.
Yes, yeah, about the art of putting the bomb wherever you want. Oh yeah, I need to spend my vouchers. Can I use those vouchers online?
Oh, fantabulous.
You closed all the till up, you haven't you? It's all late now.
No, it's off.
Oh, is it? Alright, I'll go and get something in a minute then.
I got
He
some,
did
I
get
got
hit
some
by the bomb.
sleeves and then folder sleeves.
Oh, I'm going to probably buy a silencer. I've seen so many of them.
The, like, the big card in and the little card.
Oh,
Got hit by
oh,
2
oh.
bombs, so he did drop another bomb on top of it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So he Sabined, so there's a lot of damage there.
All on.
Holy moly.
All on
2
camera.
shields, 2 damage. That off 2 bombs. Holy moly. So they were in range. Then that was all because of Ezra's stress.
All because of that stress.
All because of that stress. Switching off advanced
Tried everything.
sensors.
Boosted out as well, but just got caught, double bombed.
So you've not just banked into Nim and just taken it and
No,
not being
because
awful.
Nim would have just spat one. Or would have just flown over him and still dropped one.
I can't do that anymore.
Genius, you can. You can drop it out the back
Yeah, he's got one genius.
after he's moved.
He's got one
Yeah,
genius.
He's
but
got
then,
one
but
genius.
then you get rid of it.
No,
Yeah,
'cause he's got extra munitions, so he gets one load of genius, which he clearly used because he had 2 stacked bombs.
And what you need to remember, so if he bumped into the front of the ship and you add that, so that's 1 base length plus 1 base length that he dropped. A range 1 is 2.5 base lengths. So he would have taken the initial dropped and the one he dropped with genius, so he still would have taken 2. And if I was that player, I would have taken the damage on Nim to give him 4 damage like that, happily. I'll take a bomb roll.
You just had Ezra and Lyric fire at Kylo with no damage go through.
But so Kylo at 2 health is now pretty much unable to engage anyone apart from Lyric or Ezra. He can't go near Nim because he's got an auto blaster turret and bomb generator and trudge sim, blah 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 blah.
Harpoons.
Harpoons.
Harpoons, got 2 sets of harpoons.
No, that's not funny either, is it? This is a very good list. This list from Lee Taylor. We've been dealing with it for quite a while now at Warlords.
Yeah, it popped up just before Christmas, didn't it?
So much more interesting than the Ghost Fens that we're seeing all over the States. And we have 10 watching. Who's watching? Say something, guys. Like a little bit of company, a little bit of feedback from you. Like just hi. Yep. You're not. You've all put your clothes back on for a start.
No. We told Dalton. Dalton's not.
Dalton only gets naked in the snow.
No, he stripped off earlier.
Who did that? Who said that? Say something.
No,
Nothing.
No, that's asking you if you like.
It's Lee.
Oh.
It's not Lee.
This is you
It's
like
Lee,
asking you if you like.
it's Lee, but not Lee.
Did I say, when I said say something, did the computer just say it, write it
No,
for
no,
me?
no.
It didn't.
You're the Holocaust.
Oh,
Yes.
you
So lovely.
are a lovely, lovely man. You are so... Guys, come to Beanie. Come to Beanie Games. Spend some money and spend a day here gaming. They have the biggest hot dogs you've ever seen in your life. Is it a pound?
It's a pound of hot dog.
Tanya's
A
still watching.
pound
They
a
kept
hot
that
dog.
for a pound.
Oh, Tanya Taylor.
I'm going to eat mine now because
I may have a ham and cheese
I got
sandwich.
chicken and bacon.
You got chicken and bacon?
What?
But you're Hamish.
Yeah,
I didn't know you got animals. Mm. There's no coal sandwiches there, Lewis.
yes.
You can wave your sandwiches under the stream as well.
That's a nice sandwich, man.
I like a good cold butty. I can wash it down with a pint of gravy.
I do enjoy drinking gravy.
Someone switched off watching because that voice.
How old was he?
We don't know.
Anybody wants any more? Just say.
You are
Thank you.
wonderful
That's
human.
amazing. Thank you.
You're
very much.
so generous. Thank you.
Well, we're only going to go in the bin together.
Look, we're praising you. Just take the praise.
Just accept it.
I'll put them in your
They
front.
don't need to go in the bin. There's nothing wrong with these for tomorrow.
Look, he's never sold again.
Yeah, look at that. Exclamation mark.
It's never seen a stress token before.
No, but really, guys, for any of you that haven't been to Beanie Games, this is personally my 4th year here at the regional. It was the 2nd regional I ever did whilst playing X-Wing. I just can't recommend them in all seriousness now highly enough. They are the most friendly group of people. It's a family-run business. They've been here for quite some time. It's a massive venue. They've got amazing stock, an amazing gaming area. They've got a bar upstairs. There's hot and cold food on tap. The prices are peanuts for what you're getting. It's incredible. And
It's not a bar, though.
the welcome
An old
is
bar.
just something else. So please, if you're ever in Stockton on Tees and you ever fancy adding something to your X-Wing collection, or your Magic the Gathering, or you fancy popping in, playing a game, there's Friday Night X-Wing here. There's all sorts of card games that I'm not that up on, but honestly, you couldn't do better than come to Beanie Games and play some games.
And a new website.
And a new website. And if there's ever any single cards or anything like that you need, don't forget to check out the best single card website on the internet, ProTech Models. Does amazing masks for
.co.uk.
airbrushing. That was just incredible. Some Rasta mice guy.
That's different. That's a kids' TV show, I think. Rest of mice.
Rasta mice. Scratchy and Zumba. Something like
I
that.
don't know. I'm sure it's a kids' TV show. The rest of mice.
I need a theme tune.
So he's talking a lot.
Sing the theme tune.
No, there is.
like
I'm
this
sure of it.
might be a half
Yeah.
hour.
It's
I've got to
relatively
get
more new.
David Jason to do a voiceover for me.
Look, there is a TV show called Rasta Mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Have you never seen it?
No, he said about talking about Danger Mouse.
Rasta Mouse, them steal my cheese.
I'll stay silent if I want. It's Radar Ronin.
Is that Ronan?
It says Radar Ronin.
Ronan, why have you like put a picture on where you've squashed your face to make yourself look slim? Because you know that's not the correct depiction of what you look like.
That's his Tinder profile picture.
You mean
Grinder.
Grinder? That was good. 10 out of 10 from insults for Lewis Whiffam there. Ronan jumped in the air, got stuck.
By the way, we missed the damage on
gravitational pull type.
I had a great game against Ryan once.
It looks like a double damage. Is that a double damage on Wampa?
I think it was.
It
might have
is.
been that late, I
Nice
can't
hop
remember. We had a great
Got
game.
pooned.
Did you get pooned?
Not pooned.
Did you poon Wampa? No soul.
No.
What?
Got one.
You know I love you, Ronan. I'm only joking.
Not really.
That was Ed that said that, but I love you.
I was
Not really.
devastated that you lost in that final in Cardiff. That nearly broke me, that. And then you didn't give me the dice.
But then when I won Element, he felt better.
Yeah, I did. It actually took the pain of my grandma dying away. It was that good. Oh, I'm watching Twig as well. And then I got told off for force waving.
Yeah, because you
That's-
actually have the force.
There's no crowd
The
participation.
audience participation is excellent. By using the force.
I watched you do it on a few games, Ed, and you didn't know I watched you, and I love you a deep amount for what I saw.
Using the force on Twix dice.
I love that you know it's real.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
that you believe it's real, that you know it is real.
You have to take a blood test so it can check.
I thought that was for something else.
The healing power of
What we always
basking in
do.
someone else's glory, eh, Ed?
I'm a hanger on. That's what I do. I
Totally.
hang on.
I'm just a wardrobe. People hang themselves on me, and I like it.
Yeah.
So now that one of these two is going to win this regional, am I their hangers on? How does this work?
I don't know. We should ask someone who knows things.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Don't ask Dalton.
He's shooting at Wampa relentlessly.
Dead.
Oh, I don't know. Wampa might have just died,
That's 14-point big.
but there's going to be some splash going on here.
It's what? It's right in.
Ed.
It's right in Ezra's face.
Yeah, but I'm saying that Ezra must have taken a shield then.
Yeah, I think I saw a shoot go.
Oh, Ezra's really going to stress onto it. Double stress for Sonta. Double
23.
stress? It
Yeah,
is.
because he
Yeah,
pushed.
it's easy push.
Range 3.
It's hard to see,
Not got the tactician shot.
which is a nightmare because of that bomblet. Lee has played this incredibly. He's very good with this list. And I've played him with it and it's a nightmare. And it's not what you'd expect from an OP cube.
No, not at all.
Running in formation, he just runs it so differently. Really clever. That ability to hold a bomb from detonating is ruinous to something like Paul's list.
Well, it just
I
shuts
mean,
down so
it's
much
just not so
movement.
big when you've got a 10, 12, 16 health ship. But when you've got something with 3 hull and now 2 stress, so no repositional. I mean, what move can he do that
Hard one
doesn't
might miss it, but-
hard one left? Maybe. But
yeah,
is
hard one
that
might escape.
really
And put him in
risky
practice with a rock,
for
yeah.
the turn after?
And you're getting shot again by Ezra.
Yeah.
I think if he went,
He's stressed.
yeah, if he goes hard one left.
Yeah, he could maybe do it again,
Yeah.
but is that, you know, ultimately that bomb's achieving whether it's doing the damage or just stopping him from moving. It's just stopping the setting the ship out of the game.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Rob.
That's why I don't like playing you.
I think we'll see Neil play that round on Frontier.
Okay, we'll try and play you.
So Inez will there for a go at Kylo probably.
Interesting. Now's the thinky bit.
Not really that interesting with Lorik if you think about it, because you can't go. The next turn he can just go around where that bomb is, because he knows it's going to be clear of bad guys. If you know what I mean, because they can't go there, but he can, and pull himself back into the fight again. Because ultimately he had the aces behind him, which is not where a Wookiee gunship wants aces to be.
That Wookiee's not far off having arc on Frontier anyway.
So that looks potentially like a range 2. If that's range 2, that's a double stress Kylo coming.
Yeah, that's one more. What's that?
Ooh, that is. He can make it, but that is cutting it fine. That is cutting it fine.
You might actually have arc for as well.
It's so hard to tell, isn't it? I hope it doesn't. I've got to be honest, just to give Paul a bit of a game, rather than it being so kind of one-sided.
Yeah.
Because it does feel pretty one-sided at the moment.
What's a bomb? I think he said.
But look, Lee's a surgeon with this list, and I think Paul knew this was probably the closest to a hard count he could get. It's akin to Nim Miranda, but actually a little bit more tricksy because of the stress control. So it's not just got everything that Nim Miranda would chuck at this list, it's got control with stress.
Do him stop on there.
So shooting at Kylo. Nothing. It was. I think he did bump, and that's
Look
why.
at this. Range 2 shot. That's terrible.
That's Kylo in charge of that.
Vanguard!
That's 2.
2. Saving his focus.
Yeah. Got Ezra's ability here as well.
Any damage?
Yeah,
took a crit.
Lee, what was the crit?
There was a crit. What was the crit?
What was the crit, Lee? What was the console file? Yeah, dodged it. Double stressed. However, he has got his advanced sensors, but he's got Nim coming straight at him with a harpoon and toe. Oh my god.
Fun fact. You've eaten 178 hot dogs today.
I haven't.
Neil had half,
Yeah,
so
that's a petite.
178
So, fun
hot dogs.
facts 178 hot dogs have been consumed. I dread to think how much toilet paper that's going to require. It's true. It's true. Do you reckon they'll come out the same way they went in?
I'd like to put a gamble on that Neil had about 10 of those hot dogs.
No, honestly, Kev said every time he saw Neil the Nugget Nasher, not at a table, he had 2 hot dogs in his hands.
And he did it after every round.
Should be
Joking.
No, every round.
It should be Neil the sausage smasher now.
Every round, I swear down.
So 12 hot dogs.
That's why we went for that now.
He says he only had 6.
On the way back from, we went to Just Play. He sat in McDonald's and ate 40 nuggets faster than like Dink ate 6.
And then got another 40.
No, he had 20 and then got 20 more, but and then got a couple of burgers.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he does.
He asked
He just like
a
different.
nugget milkshake.
Dude, he had free
Liquidized.
breakfast this morning.
He had free breakfast.
That reminds me of
What?
oh, what we should do.
Free
If
sauce
you
for
look on
breakfast.
the Warlord stream, Warlord TV, I interviewed Neil about his breakfast, and he listed everything that he had for breakfast.
Go on.
I can't remember.
I think we should sit. We should have an eating contest.
I think we
between
should
him
and Neil.
and Scott Reed. Because I took Scott Reed on a hockey tour. He had 3 breakfasts. They had 8 burgers and chips, and then they had a pizza in the evening.
8 burgers
Did you say
and
on a
chips.
hockey
Yes,
tour?
yeah.
Why did he have time for all this food? Should he
They
be
don't
drunk?
play hockey on hockey tours.
Don't be
No,
silly.
exactly. You should have been very drunk at this point and not able to eat.
No, he special.
All we did on
special
Hockey
tab.
Tour was we had to finish a cheese board and a bottle of port off by the
Elaborate
time
on
the game
special.
finished. That was great fun. I was very sick.
Port challenge. Some versions of port challenge.
Yeah, do a bottle of port during the game. We added a cheese board for fun
Yes.
during the game.
Port.
What, per person?
Well, no, between your team, be nice, or you
What?
split it straw or whatever you want to do.
What? No, it's individuals. That's a proper port challenge.
I've done port to port before.
Port to port.
Port to port.
Blue
Blue
WKD.
wicked.
Blue WKD's good. That is a cheeky Vimto.
There's a cheeky Vimto.
You ever had a cheeky Vimto?
I think that
I'll give you a cheeky.
we can't talk too loudly about Vimto because Paul's magic juice is Ribena, so you have to be a little bit careful.
She's not Springwatch.
So port to port is from an away game to when you get back to either your clubhouse or your home ground.
Oh, we did
You have
it.
to consume. What's your?
We did it on a ferry from port to
Oh
port.
yeah, I've done that once.
Over to Calais to finish bottle of beer.
Carry on it.
No, but the best one was when you play when
talking about
Manchester
drinking,
What did I
University,
say about Lowry?
Manchester University versus Man
And
United.
he's behind Santa. Double stress.
He knows there's either Santo's going to that bomb's getting triggered, it's not going to be there. We're just going to hold it while Lyric's there,
Santa's still double stressed.
because he's having to turn.
It's not range 3. It's 2 on the way. Close one of them.
He's still target.
He's still going to get shot.
Yeah, of course it is. Help yourself. He's going to harpoon.
If he's got
Harlow.
yeah.
He's going to poon Harlow.
Poon Harlow.
Poon Kylo.
And if he survives,
Yep.
okay, where's the target lock?
Target lock.
I think he's holding that one.
I would believe so.
One second. Focus off Ray. What's that for? That's console fire. It was obviously no damage, I don't think.
Ding ding.
Soul glows on it. It's bending. It's new. I think new.
Shooting the primary.
Yeah, he's held the wind. Maybe they've all gone.
No, he's got his.
Was that really just a one hit?
Yeah, it wasn't a thing.
No, it wasn't a half in. It
It wasn't.
It was a primary.
He's waiting for the better shot.
Yep.
I'm not sure I would have waited for the better shot. I would have just put the poon into him.
Or he's maybe trying to keep it for
Don't matter.
Santism.
Yeah, but
You
he takes
two-
Kyle off the
three hits
board.
into Santo there.
This is the stealthy
Four
guys.
damage take.
That's
Crit.
damage on Sunset
That's a
crit.
crit on Santo.
What was that, Peepo? Shaken pilot on Sunset. Oh my god, is that range 2?
That's range 3.
Range 3.
2.
Stress
Four,
again.
Yeah, put that double stress back on.
See, it's really difficult that limb because you can't go at the front of it because it tragedies you, or it harpoons you, or it does both. And you can't get behind it because it'll drop a bomb.
We'll like to see that this turn as
You
well.
can't flank it because it'll TLT you.
This one
And
might-
sometimes he gets,
this one's
look how well he gets the rocks in the
That
way.
hasn't got a TLT, it's got
Oh no,
an
it's all blast.
auto blast.
Auto blast.
You might see that Trudge Sim and Harpoon.
Mate, it's such a blast.
Poon's range 2 to 3.
I'm actually watching this thinking, I might have to pick this up and have a little go.
You liked Old Fair shit, didn't you? Or OPQ, sorry.
Yeah,
That's because you're a hanger on.
totally. Well, everyone else in that list, I thought I might as well give it a go. Not you lot.
No, I just copy Lee. And then he chooses a better list. Then beats me with it in the top
and then it
15.
goes to the final.
What? That's such a good idea. But that'd take a lot of skill to run that list. Wouldn't just be like a card
Have you
combo
not,
list.
has Thingy not gone to so that you can build it? You can do Irrigator again with it.
Yeah, I know
It's
you can.
disgusting.
No, you can.
I don't understand why people aren't running that.
Because Irrigator really works with Navigator.
Yeah, but
and the effectiveness of Ezra and Maul is just so broken. Yes,
it's as if someone
actually
did
broken.
playtest that one, right?
It's as if someone that playtested was like a hardcore tournament junkie and gave more of a concern about their win records than the goodness of the community. But I mean, no one would do nothing like that, surely.
We've got some on the bank, on the right bank as well, so you'll probably ring them.
It's all Ezra this list.
Well, you say that, but Ezra does the work in the dressing room, and then the other two come in and whack them.
Yeah, well, no, just for the fact
You
that
have
it's
to go that way.
just the fact that Ezra.
Yeah, he didn't take no damage last turn from it, I don't think. It's start combat, it happens.
Do you want some salt with your salt? Ronan asks.
No, it's okay. I've got some
That's
ready
Red Bull.
salted crisps for later.
That's Ronan who flew Nim Miranda before the nerf.
And what are you running now, Kanan Fen or Ezra Fen, whatever it's called, Ronan? Because you're such a trendsetter with your trendy haircut. Start with me, youth.
Did you put down Nim Miranda now that you something like that?
It's not gone. Just not possible.
He didn't fly at Filament Element. He flew he flew Nim.
Nim. He threw 2 Nims.
I didn't realise you went to Elephant.
Yeah, because you weren't there. He only goes to events that you're not at.
Of course, it's whiplash.
So he didn't go to Warbore.
And seriously, Ronan, if you consider me having some sort of concern for the future of the game and the community as salt, then I'm salty.
I thought it was over.
Totally salty.
He's vanguarded it. He's vanguarded it.
I need a shot of tequila to go with me. I'm so salty.
Vanguard of the defence there.
Yeah.
And
Crit.
a wedge line.
You're getting tired.
Oh,
And
don't
they
go
see
on
my
there.
eyes.
You're getting tired.
And it's direct.
I know.
You're getting cranky.
I know.
It's alright, you'll be going out soon.
Kylo's gone.
Frontier, range 3
Yeah,
and
boom.
yeah. It was the crit that went through was direct. Frontier, 1 hit. Nim evades.
This game, mate. It's got like 1 health, 2
And
health.
focus
on
is 3.
Yeah, 1 health, 2 health, but there's
And
a.
there's the goal.
Well done. Well done, Lee. Well done, mate.
Wow.
Well played, Paul.
So
That
who-
was just an absolutely unwinnable match for you, mate. So there you go. Your regional champion 2018, Beanie, is the legendary bushy bearded Lee Taylor, running a non-ghost Fen list. So well done, Lee. Well done, Paul. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for putting up with my ranting and raving. And remember, if you want more updates, you can join me on my Patreon at Rastamaze Painted. And from the Ed Holmes.
Yeah, we'll be doing a new X-Wing 3 Studios podcast soon.
Very
So look out for that.
Very soon.
Very.
They may even be having
Very
like a
soon.
phone-in feature they're talking about. So
Yeah.
get yourselves ready to phone them with some questions.
Yeah.
Right.
What
Go-
do you want?
I
What do you
don't.
want?
I
What do you
don't know
wanna
what
do,
to
you?
click. What do I click?
Do you want to interview Lee?
Is it-
Sorry,
Not that one.
Is it this button with
That
the
one.
with the rabbit ears? Is this one?
No, it's the next one.
That
Next to it.
that
one. That one.